Sesi amene o kese die obia ni abre den both the MPP the NDC party obia ni abre edede obi bia hye so se ne be ya 2020 tabato ne kwakoto no obenya inkunimdie na de afiri wo entienu nti campaign no tese tefu obia ere ahyase tese obia ni abre bo mi ahyase Kennedy ahyase tese omo de MP fo de omo de 25 July ya tese kokoto omo ayi de etiefo ano ayedi etiafo bebre se bebre na beto yen nan abed kansa yente bre yekoti nsem ntwom nan de embra ne ba ba bia ba frechi bia Odenehotv di na besom me do bia so nya bre ahwe mi.
Speaker, I say there's a lot of pain. A lot of pains. Speaker, as we all do know, our fourth Republican Constitution is the most sustained constitution in our body politics and history as a country. So, Speaker, increasingly, electoral violence is increasingly... Wait. Wait, I want them to be quiet before. Electoral violence, Mr. Speaker, is increasingly rearing its ugly head in our fledgling democracy. Mr. Speaker, the recently rerun 19 polling stations at Ablekumanov is truly revealing.
Honorable Minority Chief Whip, just a minute. Honorable members, the Minority Chief Whip is raising a very serious matter: election violence. I think it's a matter that we should take note of and devote a day to dilate on it, and at the end of the day take a position, because we need everybody to be on board. It takes away a lot of the shine of our democracy in this country. And so what he's talking about is a serious matter. It's not something for us to just gloss over. But I want to plead with him, because I didn't know the statement was on this subject matter. Because I myself have noted it, and my intention is for us to devote a day and enough time to take this matter through. It worries all of us, particularly you, the players, must be more worried than any other person, because the violence will be meted up to no other persons apart from you, the players. So it's something that we should take some time, and I want to urge the Minority Chief Whip to let us stop today, because we don't have time to do that. And our nation, in spite of what we're talking about today, are focused on hearing what the minister is going to tell us about the media review. Then we'll get enough time to handle your matter. Thank you so much.
Speaker, with due respect, I will not on any day defy your authority. But Speaker, we have lined up a number of activities to back home our demands. And to the extent that these violence visited are not atoned, we cannot be part of the presentation of the media budget. And to that extent, Speaker, to that extent, we are exiting the parliament and cannot be part of this process.
From a purely fiscal perspective, does this make sense? Especially say you check Ghana, your current economic context. Does it make sense, Doc?
In fact, what's my okay? Fetch me. Afenyo made here. Not just a meeting in tia. adwuma for yaketu ayeje no ye bekete so nyesa na opeso kire
10% no ya capping 10% now for 2025.
Ya capping say yento akatua mu more than 10%.
Yes.
Okay. Ebegina at inflation so akatua na ya na yetutu mu no ya na gina niema bo na kokosoro no ye be the year 2024 ya sha finance na inflation na 23%. Nti I think around 22% na kufa do to akatua mu around that or about 22% eto akatua so say be ya say I mean inflation is 10% now the akatua to mu 10% that kire say we must say akatua no cost de so niema ya kodwa so yakoto no sa na ye beto na say in real terms no onto akatua mu we ma etimi cover inflation na onto akatua mu nti ya be June last year, media review see and then I could to start the Akatuantumu echo from I think the 22 or so to about 23 because after the inflation was a and I hear John Domini Mama by an inflation year 23 no Akatuano or to a Juma Fakatu 10%. So inflation year 23 now talk to 10%. Just every worker in real terms has lost I mean some amount of offended revenue.
Yes.
Let us say 2024 no aduma ni bia sika na wo a wo de nema na ultimato no 2025 ultimato sa na neti na ya be hwa na be di no kra hu say inflation no aba from 23 na nam 13.7 ya hwa ni mu said maybe by the end of the year no na etimi e dey abeduru 10 so afini nkwa wie na say inflation ni timi beduru 10 there na say wo ka say what talk to 10% that kire say wonfa bibia nka obi aho na emum dia afi wotoye no adwuma ni bia de wotoye no pese afi aye betum no atotsa wa bra ba setena mu no enkom kai na enye dey emafom na nkoba sa na se enami hu me hwe di levi e bei ana ade aboa Ghana paso na amanse adwaso no fango no ye petrol bo na wo fom pa na se ya hweye ye be shafi afina tekwa na Ankraba nam $80 and then nam 68 and there were from yan she na se bibi kokosi na se petrol no bon ko 8 petrol bono and na baby and nam 13 money 14 e be kuri akobe 17 18 per liter na koba na sa inflation na and na atia from 23 to about 13 e be sha gura akosoro na inflation kosoro na ka se wutua adwumayefo akatua no wo de 10% na peka na won fa more than 10% in kan ho there as a chani say adwumayeni bia akatua in real terms no e beba fom let us say the na e beti etimi tono ye ntimi tonti ya setena mun sensem no e be hye ama ye nema aye basa it is na che because afi we no akatua mun tumu 10% na ye rajondo mani mama de man wo sisi adwumayefo pa because at the time no na inflation 23 and nekra about 13 it is still more than 10% until from January all the way to busumi here you know ni bia waje akatua bia no compared to last year no wasitram year last year na sentini say the prevailing increase in salaries no it couldn't commensurate with the level of inflation. So what me jedodo dey and you betimi edi.
Okay.
So why jedodo dey and you mean need do and on your fellow fiscal discipline.
All right. Doc, the long-term effect of 10% capping on government workers' wages. What do you know? A bit me stabilize ye sika semono in the long term, and now so some way somehow it may deepen inequality and unrest. Doc,
the me who say we in the democratic dispensation, you know, I buy sa nema se makape, especially name bia enter nyina fa akono. O ka so wakape a problems na opesa odeba. Because I feel we know now we are bound for fronting and buy an inflation 23 utu akatua 10% yeah and no adwuma ni bi organ bia na setra mu akofom and nam say I mean prevailing and ekura inflation about 13.7 no it is still higher than wakatua 10% na the mine adwuma ni bia sika abafom na say wo ko kan say wo de to 10 na ya beda do sore na of the inflation I could do 20%, I could do 30%. Yeah,